In the Middle East, wars do not always begin with explosions. Sometimes they begin with history, resentment, and power. For more than 4 decades, the United States and Iran have stood on opposite sides of global politics. No official declaration of war, no direct battlefield. Yet, countless deaths, sanctions, assassinations, and rising tensions. So the question is simple. Why does Iran hate America? Why does America see Iran as a threat? And after the death of Iran's president, is the region moving closer to war? To understand this conflict, we must go back to 1979. Before that year, Iran was one of America's strongest allies in the Middle East. But everything changed with the Islamic Revolution. Iran's US-backed Shah was overthrown, and a new Islamic government took power, one that viewed America as a symbol of oppression and interference. The US embassy in Tehran was stormed. American diplomats were taken hostage for 444 days. From that moment on, Iran labeled the United States the Great Satan, and the United States labeled Iran a dangerous revolutionary state. The relationship never recovered. Fast forward to the 21st century. The US accuses Iran of trying to build nuclear weapons. Iran insists its nuclear program is peaceful. In response, America imposed crushing economic sanctions. Iran's oil exports collapsed, its currency lost value. Ordinary citizens paid the price. For Iran, this wasn't just pressure, it was economic warfare. For the US, it was containment. This cycle of accusation and punishment hardened both sides. This conflict rarely plays out directly. Instead, it happens through proxy wars. Iran supports armed groups across the Middle East, in Iraq, Syria, Lebanon, and Yemen. The US calls these groups terrorists. Iran calls them resistance forces. In 2020, tensions exploded when the US killed Qasem Soleimani, one of Iran's most powerful military commanders. Iran responded by launching missiles at US bases in Iraq. The message was clear. We are not at war, but we are not at peace either. Iran's political tone hardened further under President Ebrahim Raisi. Raisi was known for strong anti-American rhetoric, support for regional militias, alignment with hardline policies. His sudden death in a helicopter crash shocked the nation and the world. Some feared instability, others feared escalation. But Iran's system does not rely on one man alone. Real power lies with the supreme leader and the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps. So while the president's death was symbolic, Iran's strategy remained unchanged. Here is the truth most headlines ignore. There is no official Iran-US war. What we are witnessing is military pressure, cyber warfare, proxy battles, strategic warnings. Both sides understand one reality: a direct war would be catastrophic. For Iran, it could mean regime survival is at risk. For the US, it could mean another endless Middle Eastern war. So instead, the conflict stays in the shadows. The Iran-America conflict is not about one incident, or one president, or one missile strike. It is about ideology, power, and control. As long as mistrust defines their relationship, peace will remain fragile. The war may not have officially begun, but the tension never ended. And in the Middle East, that is often how wars truly start.